Arizona kid here. This is going to be kind of a quick video because I'm going to be shutting it on and off, but let's just get to it. So I am going to, this is a shooting target. As you can see, this side's all shot up, and I believe this is a 12 by 12 target or something like that. Maybe not, maybe it's a 6 by something. No, it's 12 by 12. Sorry, that's upside down, but it's 12 by 12. So 12 by 12 target. Gong is what I call them. I don't know, people can correct me in the comments if it's wrong. I'm going to make a stand for it. I bought this thing that goes on a T-post. I even tried to make a little T-post holder out of it that you can drive this stake in the ground and see it's welded to the T-post, and you hold it with a T-post, and that works. But then this thing starts to spin, and anyhow, I'm sure there's ways to figure that out. But I'm just gonna make a regular four-legged stand with chains to hold it. Now this is just cheap chain at Ace Hardware. I'm sure you can get it anywhere. I actually pounded it to make it fit into this this rebar kind of stuff right here. That's going to be the top of it, and then I'm going to use angle iron as the legs. This is these two pieces. There's two pieces there. They're a little over 4 feet each. I can't remember what it was, but I'm just going to make each leg 2 feet. So I need 4 pieces of 2 feet out of that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to actually drill 2 holes out of one side so this bar can go into it, which I'll show you when I get to that. So that's what I'm going to drill out. I'm not going to show me drilling out. That's how this video is going to be. I'm going to show you after each step and explain it as I go. So I'm going to drill the 2 holes out of that, and then cut it in 2 feet lengths for 4 of them, and we'll be right back. Okay, everybody, I'm back. So here's what I was kind of talking about. So what did I do? I took these 90 degrees, I cut them in half. Well, I just cut them in 2 feet lengths. The little pieces I had extra, I'm going to use those as like markers to keep the chain from sliding, and to also keep this pole from sliding inward, because these are going to be the legs. They're going to open up like an A-arm, like sitting like that. And all I did was drilled out a hole so the pipe could go through. Then this end is just going to be welded to the here. Same on that side. Chains are just going to be free. They're the poles in between the chains. Those little separators, those are going to be welded on to that main bar. And then when you have the A-arm split, it's what this chain's for. I don't know what length I need yet, but I'm going to weld it to the legs when they open up, so it acts as a stopper for the A, so they don't keep spreading apart, so it sits like this while this is getting shot at. So not very hard. I don't know what the metal would cost. I got this metal free from an uncle. I had the little rebar piece. The chain I went and bought, and I probably bought way too much. This is from Ace, and it was just one of their like $3 a foot cheap chains. I picked this one because I could manipulate it. You can hammer it, and it can open up this hole bigger, so I could put it into that, and also around that. This was a soft enough chain to manipulate, which I'm also hoping it's small enough that it just kind of, bullets kind of just don't mess with it. I don't know how else to describe that. That it's not heavy enough for a bullet to really go through. The bullet might just deflect off of it. I'm really hoping, if not, this will be a quick shooting trip, because someone shoots that chain, that's it for it, because I'd have to literally cut a leg off, because I'm gonna weld it to make it to put a new chain in there. Or I'd have to just kind of loop it around, maybe like this, and go back to that nut. I guess I could do that too if the chain happens to break, but I'm hoping it don't break. But that's it. So I'm going to get to tacking these together, and then figuring out the length of the chain, and I'll show you guys the final part. This is what it looks like before I weld it and figure out the length of chain I need. Okie dokie, be back in a sec. All right, everybody, here's kind of the final product. I thought it was going to be a little bit different. So like I had told you guys, I welded these ends on. Mainly just tacked them across the top. My welds stink. I welded that on. This had the hole in it so it can bend. Now what I was hoping this was going to do, like there, now I put it like straight. I was hoping it was going to stay straight like that, but it wants to do that. So I don't know how long that hole is going to last. It's going to wear that out or not. But having it where it does fan. See how far? Look at that. Look at that. Let me show you guys where you have it standing. Like it looks like it's straight up and down. But if you shoot it and hit it like that, well, it's staying pretty planted because it might be in the dirt. But I figured even worst case scenario, it'll just bend out like this. And I'm okay with that too, even though one side looks lower than the other side. But where I go shoot it, it goes into the dirt. So see how it kind of angles out? And that'll be fine. You just don't want it to, if you shoot it, that's why I'm kicking it. You want it to be able to not tip over, and it doesn't. So it might work. I'm hoping it works. The big thing will be if this, sorry, I'm just moving that, if this chain holds up from a gunshot, if it accidentally gets hit by one. See, I just use the chain. I was gonna weld this chain on, but then I decided to drill out more holes and use little screws. And I left extra chain in case I need to either make the legs get tighter or wider to keep it from tipping over. But that's how I'm gonna use it. Now the big thing is when I go shooting, I shoot at my target straight on. And as long as I don't have some moron shooting at my target from another direction and hits the legs and takes, that's what usually happens. Someone doesn't stand right in front of them and try to shoot at it. And they're that far off that they take out all your legs and everything. I've never destroyed one of my gongs. I've even borrowed a gong from family, and I've never destroyed the stand on it. But every time I go and someone else is shooting at my stand, they destroy my stand. So hopefully this stand lasts. Like I said, the only thing it cost me, I already had the plate. It cost me $18 for the chain. I already had the little cheesy welder. And I used everything I had, guys. So I have just an old Harbor Freight welder, which it actually kind of doesn't work that great anymore. I built a whole horse shade with it, but it's seen its better days right there. And then my welding helmet. And then you guys, well, how did you cut the chain? How did I cut all the angle iron? I usually just use this grinder with a cutting blade right there. My drill to drill the holes. And that's it. Just everyday basic stuff you have laying around, other than maybe the welder you might not have laying around. But that's all I use to make it. And we'll see how it works. Maybe I'll film when we go to the shooting range. So here's how to make your own home style gong. And all right, guys, I'm all sweaty. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Oh, keep the powder dry. Bye.